Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Izzy. So, I've decided to do a new video series talking about my disability and how it affects my life and how I have to live everyday life just a little different. So, if you guys want to know what that's all about, check out this video next. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Izzy's Life Vlogs. Guys, I want to say thank you for all the support that I've been getting on my last couple videos. It's been amazing. I know my views and stuff have slowed down, but you know what? That's my fault. And it's mainly because I haven't been producing as much content as possible. I feel like I can do more, especially now. I should have been producing content every single day, trying to come up with new ideas and stuff for you guys to watch me talk about. But you know what? I got lazy, and if you know me, I hate being lazy. I hate being complacent. I hate being stuck in a rut, and I feel like I put myself in that rut. So now I'm back. Not that I was gone, because I was still making videos, but I feel like I'm coming back into what I was. I was coming back into me and what I like to do with this channel, what I like to do with my life. And I feel like I'm finally coming back into me, you know? I just said that, but anyway, I feel like I'm finally finding myself again when it comes to this YouTube thing. And the fact that I'm back in therapy right now is really, really motivating to me. We're gonna talk about that today and how it really felt to be away from therapy for so long and not be by choice. The last time that I went away from therapy for a significant amount of time was about 3 years ago. I was out for 6 weeks. Around this time, actually, about 3 weeks from now would be that time. It'd be the 3-year anniversary, 4-year anniversary of the time that I broke my leg. And it felt weird. It felt weird coming back off of an injury, but this particular time felt really weird because it was just like I wanted to be here, but I couldn't because of state rules and regulations. And it was frustrating because it was like, I really want to do this. And don't get me wrong, I was doing some sort of form of therapy, but at the same time, it wasn't what I was wanting to do. Like, virtual therapy was cool, and I'm not gonna knock it. Don't knock it till you try it, especially because it's better than doing nothing, especially when it comes to having a physical disability like myself. It's better than just sitting at home for 3 months and not doing anything, letting your muscles lock up and just being addicted to painkillers, which I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but there goes some of my meds that I take. I'm not gonna bring them out because I don't really feel like that should be put on camera, but yes, I am on painkillers and muscle relaxers, and it's been a part of my life for 15 years now, I want to say, something like that, maybe 12. I know I was a freshman and maybe sophomore in high school when I started, because for a while I've been in pain all of my life, let's put it that way. Pain is something that I have my good days and I have my bad days, just like anybody else, you know what I mean? But for me and for people like me, we have to find a way to deal with pain. So it's either one of 4 options. Smoke. And for those of you that indulge, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to put this on camera just in case little kids are watching, but if you know what the deal is, you know what I'm talking about. So smoke, surgery, pain meds, and muscle relaxers, or just deal with it. And right now, I'm on the third one of those options. I'm thinking about possibly exploring one, because I know a few people who do it instead of taking medication, and they seem to be doing very, very well. Medication has its side effects, but so does smoking, and so does taking medicinal marijuana. Whatever. But anything to do to help with the pain. You know what I mean? I have had so many surgeries that I can count them on both hands and both feet. One day I will go in depth on what my surgeries are and what they did for me or do. There may be one in the future that I'm considering, but I haven't. I don't really have an orthopedic right now. Like, all of my medicine and things like that I get from my primary doctor, because the orthopedic that I had retired about 5 years ago. I still see him on occasions because we do presentations together. If you've been here long enough, you know that I've spoken about what I do with public speaking and things like that. So we've done presentations together. He knows me pretty well. He's known me since I was maybe about 14. And we built a relationship, and he kind of got me where I am today with my standing chair. Not specifically this chair, but the chair that I had previous to this. He was the reason that I was able to secure my first standing chair. And since I have my wheelchair eval on Monday, this coming Monday, you guys may see a clip or two of me doing the wheelchair evaluation on Wednesday, because I'm not gonna put it on Monday's video, because Monday's video I'm gonna record this weekend. So the video that you guys are gonna see for Wednesday is probably gonna be part of my wheelchair eval. But I told you guys that I wanted to do this video where I went in depth on what it's like to deal with CP and just having a disability and just having the challenges that we have to go through on a daily basis. And I've been thinking about doing this video for a while. I just haven't, because there's a lot of stuff that we talk about, or I need to talk about, that I didn't really feel should have been put or should be put on camera. So there might be some stuff that I leave out. If you have any questions, jump in the comment section, or if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and even Facebook for that matter, at Izzy's Life Vlogs, hit me up on there. Hit me up with a message, and I'll try my best to respond back to you. But I really wanted to get into this video because I know there's a lot of you that are new here and you guys don't know my story. So I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a synopsis on what my story is and who I am as a person. Because you guys may see Izzy, the YouTube personality, but you don't know Izzy, the man, the guy who, when he isn't in front of the camera, is dealing with pains, the challenges of having to help someone, or the challenges of having to have someone help you get up in the morning, take your showers, make you food because you can't fit in the kitchen because of the way your house was built. Back whenever it was built, the kitchen is way too small for you to fit into. I mean, I can fit in the kitchen, but the refrigerator's in the way. Those types of things where people don't understand unless you live it, or you know someone who you're closely involved with someone who has a disability. And one of my biggest pet peeves is the people that are like, oh, my friend's cousin has a disability, so I understand what you go through. And I'm like, no, you don't. If anybody understands, is that person's brother, or that person's parent, or that person's, even their cousin for that matter, if they're close enough. You know what I mean? Because some people are like, oh, I know this person who has a disability, so I understand what you're going through. And it's just like, no, you don't. Because unless you're with that person 24/7, 365, you have no idea. You have no idea what we go through. Like I said earlier, I have to have my mom or my brother or my dad even help me get up in the morning. Or when I need to get up and, you know, get myself washed up or whatever, they have to help me. I can't do it by myself. It's just one of those things where I wish I could. I say it to my friends all the time, the friends that do and don't have a disability, because it's like, you guys take it for granted that you're able to get up by yourself and go to the bathroom if you need to, or get up and brush your teeth, or, you know, just live everyday life, man. Like right now, I wanted to go somewhere today, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that today because I'm here, just chilling. You know, like I'm not mad. You know, it's a part of life, but at the same time, it's like we always need someone there or someone close by, just in case we fuck up and something happens. Like I could take my strap off right now, bend over, and try to grab something, and I could slip if I didn't have my knee pads on right now that you guys can't see, because I was trying to bend over and reach something. And then I could fall and be flat on my face and have to wait for someone to come back and get me, or show up back at my house, and I'd be fucked. You know what I mean? But it's just the life of someone with a disability. Do we like it? I mean, the fact that we have to depend on people, that could be a little nagging, but we learn to live with it. We learn to adapt and adjust, and I'm trying to pick my words here. We learn to adapt and adjust and just try to work around everyone's schedule. You know, like my mom right now, she could be out somewhere for an hour, 2 hours, maybe sometimes 3 hours. And yeah, she checks up on me or whatever, but if I'm not careful, I can make one mistake and I could be shit out of luck, because my phone is on the one side of the room and I'm on the other side of the room, and I'm stuck somewhere and I can't get to it. Luckily, I have iPhone now, so I can just ask Siri to make a call for me if my phone is unlocked. But you know what I mean? It's something that we really have to learn to live by, and I just want people to understand that just because we're in a wheelchair and we don't have to walk, or we don't have to get tired, or we don't have to do whatever, doesn't mean that our life is easy, man. Our life is 10 times, well, I'm not gonna say 10 times, but our life is probably twice as hard as yours could be. And not to bash people that don't have disabilities, because you guys have hard lives too. But guess what? We can't work a regular 9-to-5 job. We can't make more than $2 grand a year because we get our disabilities checked, or checks cut. We can't let's just say we can't go into an apartment building and not have things accessible for us. We can't just go into a regular apartment building and say, oh, I want to live here. I'll be perfectly fine. No, we need the ceiling track. You guys see the cord hanging behind me? That goes to my ceiling track. Some people need a ceiling track. Some people need a standing lift. Some people may not need all of these things that I need. Some people can just transfer themselves in and out of their chairs by themselves. But some people like me, we can't do that. So we're gonna need 1,000 times more help than someone that doesn't have a wheelchair or doesn't have a disability in general. And does it suck? Yeah. Is it something that we've learned to live by? Absolutely. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it's the life that we were given. And unfortunately, it's we have our challenges, but guess what? We've again, I say we learn to adapt, and we just learn to find the best way to live our lives. And I really want to get into the CP part of it, but I feel like I've kind of been rambling a little bit in this video. So what I'm gonna do is next Friday, I think I'm gonna make this a Friday series. I had Flashback Friday, but next Friday I think I'm actually gonna get into what my disability is, what my chair is, and what it can do for me to help me live my everyday life. And I just want to help people understand that living with a disability isn't all of the bad connotations that you get from people who don't understand. Living with a disability is not a death sentence. I promise you. I've said this before in plenty of my videos. Living with a disability is not a death sentence. So as long as you have the right people around you and the right group of support with your family, your friends, your extended family, whoever it may be, in my case, my staff that are working for me, if you have the right people around you, you will have an awesome life. My life isn't the best, but it's not the worst either. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up and my family didn't shelter me from anything. I promise you. We got chewed out too when we had bad grades in school. Just because we had a disability didn't mean shit. My mom, man, I'm not gonna get into those because she's gonna bash me if I post that. Man, having a disability isn't the worst thing in the world, and I hope that with this mini disability explanation series, I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I hope that I'm able to open people's eyes to what living with a disability is like for people that don't understand and people that don't know. And with that, I'm gonna close out the video right there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe like I said earlier. And tell a friend to tell a friend that your boy's got a YouTube channel, and let's keep this train going. I'm so close to 550 subscribers. I feel like I've been stuck on that for like a month now. So if you guys can help me get to 550 subscribers by the end of the week, that would be great. Or by the end of next week, actually, because it's Friday and the week's almost over in about 6 hours. So, or 10 hours, something like that. But yeah, tell your peoples that your boy's got a YouTube channel. I'm out here grinding, and I'm gonna keep this disability series going for you guys. I might have a video coming up with Keontae too, where we talk about a little bit more in depth on what his disability is like and what his story is. If If you guys want to see that, leave that comment in the comment section. Video with Keontae part 3, hopefully coming soon. Let me know in the comments. And with that, peace.